Hello viewers, you're welcome again to K Farms Enterprise. For the past 3-4 months I've been putting out videos to keep you posted or updated with what is going on with my ginger farm, and God has been so good to us. We've been seeing very encouraging results. So I was at home and my dad called me that he observed something that needed my attention, and I was so scared. And when I came, I discovered that there was no problems at all, but the way he sounded over the phone call, it was like there's an issue that needed to be addressed. And at first I wanted to to be worried or to be scared, but I just thought about something and then I didn't fret, because sometimes certain things are not as worst or as worst as they might sound or look. Most times, if you can just calm down, the situation most often comes under control. So the field looks fine. We do not have any problems or issues. However, I am going to apply my fertilizer for the third time on the field, because in fact you can see that the plants are looking very tall. However, the second batch needs fertilizer so dearly, and that's because it is looking paler than the first batch, and that's the second batch over there. They're almost the same, at the same level. However, the first batch of course looks more, has formed a thicker and darker canopy than the first batch, and that's because they were planted first, and it is about 4 to 5 weeks interval between the two batches. So I'll be applying my NPK 15 as usual to the fertilizers, and tomorrow I will come apply my I'll come apply my fungicide. So I'll come apply my fungicide tomorrow morning, so that everything stays under control. This is August. Humidity and moisture very high in this month, and that's the perfect condition for bacteria and other disease causative organisms, perfect condition for them to thrive. So yes, I'll begin the fertilizer application process, which is not a new thing to most of us, because I have shown us how it is applied in my previous videos. So this is just to give you an update on what is going on in the field, and the field looks green. The field looks very green. The field looks very green. All right, keep following, and thanks for watching. So I want to show you the fertilizer. This is my NPK 15. So this is the fertilizer. So I got just like 6 measures so that I can apply, since this is going to be the third application. This will help with bulking, and of course to still encourage vegetative growth. That's the leaves, which are very essential for photosynthesis, which is simply the process whereby the plants harness sunlight to make their food. That's the summary of it. So thank you. After applying my fertilizer yesterday, I'm back on the field again today to continue with my fungicide application. So the ginger is really growing. It is almost at my waist level at the moment. You can see my waist. In fact, some of them are already beyond my waist level. It's amazing how you can put something in the ground and in 3-4 months it becomes a wonder. Once I'm done with this application, I'll be off to return on Wednesday for another batch of application. And that's because in this season of much rainfall in August, humidity and moisture is very high and makes the environment suitable for some of the causative agents of diseases like root rot and late blight to thrive. And so we have to ensure that we increase the frequency of our maintenance in order to help the ginger fight off some of these diseases. So stay encouraged. The farm isn't that big, just a bag and I think one basin, a bag and a basin. So that's it. If you look, I don't know if you can see that plant there, this particular one, that's a ginger plant, and that's how tall it has grown. So we're not perfect, but we are doing our best to properly fertilize the field so that we can maximize our yield. And that's because we trust God to increase the scale of farm next year. So the groundnuts here have been harvested and we have corn there. We hope to shift the farm towards the other side, but then let's see what happens, what becomes of the harvest for this year. Yes, thank you so much. Have a great day. By the way, today's date is the 15th of August 2026. Thank you.